Hey guys, my name is Jonah Bowdle, and today I'm going to be talking about my fry. They've grown a lot, and I have two different kinds of fish fry at this point, because I got some free fish and they had already bred when I got them. So now I'll be kind of explaining real quick. So here's what happened. My two koi catfish that I got for free a long while ago ended up laying eggs on the side of my community tank, which is over there. And since it is a community tank, my angelfish and the mollies and stuff ate those eggs. So I decided to move those two koi catfish into a 10-gallon aquarium. But I had never really bred fish before, so I was I guess I was unaware of how fast they would lay eggs again. I figured it'd be a while. So I set the tank up like I did that one with scaping stuff, made it look all nice and stuff like that, which I should have just set it bare bottom like I was told, or like how I had read. Well, I actually read that later, but I still should have done that. They end up laying eggs like a week, or really like a week later, something like that, and they eat them. Then I think they lay eggs again, they eat them, and then I'm like, okay, this time when they lay eggs, I need to take them out. So they start to lay eggs, and I wasn't really sure what to do because I wasn't sure when they were going to be done laying eggs, because normally they'll lay them like they won't all lay them at one point or at one time. So I was right. They did end up laying them in a few different spots, and there was about 10 or 20 eggs in there, and I moved them, and they ended up laying more, but the other fish just ate them because I moved them back into the community tank. So then I had this tank set up for a while, and I moved it, and it cracked. I don't know. The bottom might have cracked. Like, that's a possibility. I still don't know, but it started leaking. So I had since I didn't want to move any of those, I think they had hatched by then. The fry, I didn't want to move any of them. I took the 10-gallon and then I set it inside of a 20-gallon, as you can see up there. Now I have the fish. They've all hatched. Weirdly enough, there's 3 that are pretty big, and then there's the rest of them. And I don't know if they hatched at different times, or if those are 3 that kind of hatched from earlier eggs, if you know what I mean, like that the parents didn't eat. That's a possibility. I don't know why there's 3 big ones, and then there's 5. The most I've counted at one time is 5 babies. And then I have baby endlers, I believe, some type of live bearer. I think it's endlers. It could be guppies. I'm not sure. They're in there as well, and they're also doing well. There's about 5 of them. 2 that are the size of the smaller koi catfish, 3 that are the size of the bigger koi catfish, the bigger 3 koi catfish. Now I'm going to show you some footage of them. This footage is from right before I moved the adult koi catfish into a different tank. They were kind of just moving around, and I think right now, yeah, the female is on the right at the moment, now on the right again. It's kind of hard to say this, but it has eggs in its fins right now, which I thought was really cool. Like, I say in its fins, between its 2 fins on its underpart, and then soon this will go into a time lapse where it will actually lay them. I think it lays like 4 at a time. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't bred them or hatched them out too many times, but this is definitely a cool experience, and I'm very excited to raise up these babies. Hey guys, so I got some more fish, so I'm going to be putting some in here because they're tiny little babies. Now I think these are endlers. They were given to me as guppies, but they don't look like guppies to me. They very well could be, but I mean, to me, the female, which is pretty obvious, the biggest one, looks like a molly, and the males look like kind of like guppies, but I'm pretty sure they're endler live bears. And as you can see, there's a bunch of babies in there, so I'm going to take the smallest babies and I'm just going to put them in with my baby fish because I don't want them to get eaten, and I'm going to put the adults in here with the guppies and the mollies and stuff. And I know that the angelfish would eat the babies, so that's what I'll be doing. But I just wanted to show you guys real quick. This is how the tank currently is. I'm growing plants. Like I said, I set it up like a show tank, basically. I don't know how else to say it. Like a tank that I'd enjoy looking at, which wasn't really the purpose. It's really just a nursery tank that has, as you can see, these tiny baby fish, and then you can see one of the smaller koi catfish right there, and then it also has some bigger koi catfish and endlers. Let's see if we can spot any of the bigger ones. They are here somewhere. There's a bigger koi catfish, which is really cool, and then there's a bigger endler, I think. But anyway, this is pretty cool. I have a piece slowly going out of the top. The filtration is a filter that's made for a 20-gallon, and this is only a 10-gallon. And then there's some moss as well, and then these plants over here, which is 2 different kinds of aquatic plants there. And they've been doing really well. I feed them. I don't feed them like crazy amount like I've heard of people doing with fry. I just feed them once, maybe twice a day, just like a pinch of food. I have a heater on the tank here, which I think is for like a 20 or 30 gallon, I forget. But they've been doing really well, and it's very exciting, and I'm excited for them to grow up, and I can put them in to my 55-gallon, and then I can have a nice school of koi catfish. As you can see, there's one of the parents, and the other parent is right over there by the rock. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like it down below. If you have any comments or concerns, put in the comments below, and if you're more content, then subscribe. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.